get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this?
Do I have everybody's attention now?
What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be playing Warframe. It is a free-to-play, third-person cooperative shooter, and it is pretty badass, as I must say so myself. You get 3 different classes. You get an all-around blade class, you get like some utility class, then you get one that kind of plays like that Mass Effect class where you get to like shoot like bolts of lightning and create shields and all that jazz and things like that. But the premise of the game is, I mean, how do I explain this? I would say it's kind of like a dungeon crawler in a third-person shooter where, you know, you get 4 people together like Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast. You go through different worlds and different levels and everything. You shoot crap up, you complete the objectives, you collect items, you build items, you buy new items, things of that nature. Now the game is free to play, so yeah, you can buy things with real world money and of that nature. You can buy things with in-game currency, and that's pretty much it in itself. Now the gameplay is pretty sweet. I mean, it's a third-person shooter by all of its merits. You run around, you shoot people, you have a running slide move, you can climb up things, you have a sword that you can use, you have 2 different guns you can equip, you have an automatic rifle and a pistol to start out with. You can buy shotguns, you can buy or unlock sniper rifles, other kinds of weapons and things of that nature. You can even unlock different blades, like the default blade I'm using right now is the katana, but I've seen people use like twin chakrams and axes and twin daggers, and yes, this game does support PhysX. You can see all those crazy particles and effects and everything going across the game. Now, the controls are pretty good. I mean, I'm playing it with the 360 controller right now because, I don't know, besides Hitman, I kind of don't like third-person shooters with the mouse and keyboard. So, you know, you plug in the Xbox 360 controller and bam, everything works. Right bumper to sword, right trigger to shoot, left trigger is aim, left bumper is, I believe, to blast people with your special power. The D-pad left and right is to change your special powers. Clicking the right joystick is to crouch, clicking the left joystick is to run, reload is B, switch weapons is Y, A is to jump. You can run, jump, you can run, crouch, and slide, you can run, jump, crouch, slide, roll. You can do a lot of things. You can bounce off walls, you can climb up and scale walls. There's hacking of terminals and things like that to open doors, which I use the mouse to do, by the way, because it's just that much quicker, because, you know, you can manipulate things with the mouse quicker than a controller. The enemy variety is kind of small, to be honest. I mean, you have your standard grunt soldier like that, then you have different colored variations of him that have like shotguns or Gatling guns and things like that. You have your little zombie soldier dudes that are like green, and then dudes that charge you, depending on if it's an infested level. I don't know how that guy just ran over or teleported or just basically magnetized at the corner, but it's basically enemies, and each enemy has minor variations. You get the shield guy and things like that. One thing that is kind of annoying, every time you start a level, it's like the same narration. Nobody's seen you, you're undetected. This is your objective, blah 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 blah. And then you know you're going to the thing and you're doing your thing, and it's, oh, they've detected you. Bad guys are here, bad guys are there. And even if you join a session in progress, you get the same exact dialogue over and over. So I'm like, it doesn't really have anything to do with the game. It's just like a scripted dialogue that you get no matter what you play. Now, sword slashes are pretty cool because, you know, you get your standard slash. You can hold down the right bumper. You get a heavy slash that'll cleave people. You can run and slash. You can run, slide, and slash, which gives you that 360-degree whirlwind thing I was doing earlier. You can jump and slash, which you do like a ground pound and like blow up the whole earth around you and the ground and everything in like a fiery inferno. And I've seen people have some pretty crazy weapons and crazy abilities. People are using like bow staffs and like impaling people from extended range. Like that guy has one on the right hand side right there, and there's a lot of weapons and things like that. So I do like the game. I'm a fan of the game, but like I said, it isn't beta. There you go. That's that ground pound thing. But the game is in beta. I just think that the game does need a lot more variety right now. I mean, the premise of being some badass ninja bionic soldier is pretty cool. And the fact that it's free to play when, you know, the PC gets good exclusives for free, when consoles like the Wii U don't even get good games for spending your money. You know, you can flip around and do plenty of crazy things. But yeah, the premise is cool. It just needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. I do not know if there is any kind of multiplayer like team deathmatch against each other. It pretty much seems to be a co-op campaign for up to 4 players, which isn't bad. That's the kind of game I like, to be honest. But, you know, it's early. It's a beta. Some things are kind of glitchy. I mean, the aiming and the sword play could be a little refined. It kind of just feels like you're mashing, you know, the sword button, the slash button whenever you're near an enemy. I would like a little target, a Z lock on button like a Zelda game or something, because sometimes I feel like when you're in the sword play, everything is just going everywhere and people are just slashing and bashing and dashing all over the place. I have everything, of course, up to max settings, because you know the i5 2500K, 4.5 GHz, 8 gigs RAM, 2 GTX 560 Ti, 2 GB each. I mean, I run this game no problem. Pretty much I run all of games no problem. Contrary to belief of the haters that complain about me having a budget build or a welfare rig, you know what? I do have a budget build and I do have a welfare rig because I'm smart and I can build something of that nature and still run pretty much 99% of games at max settings. So what do you have to say to that, haters? There's really nothing you can say, because enjoy your meager 720p sub HD machines while the real gamers play on the real machines. Now back to on track about this game. You can run around and you see these globes around everywhere. Their health packs, their shields, their ammo, and things of that nature. You can equip mods that will give your character different kinds of abilities, like additional health, additional shielding, a faster run space, maybe a better melee attack, and things of that nature, quicker bullets. I've seen explosive bullets. I've seen people melee people with blades and burn them, electrocute them, and even freeze them. There's a lot of different abilities and a lot of different mods and equipment I have not gotten into, or I have not really unlocked or used yet. So there's definitely a lot of things that you can do in this game, and slashing people is pretty much always fun, especially when you hit them with that heavy slash and you just send them flying into pieces. So I'm gonna actually give this game, you know, I'm gonna give it more of a chance and everything like that. But if anybody would want to play with me, that'd be cool. I mean, a 4-player co-op game playing by yourself isn't exactly the best thing to do in the world, but I thoroughly enjoy myself and things of that nature when it comes to this game. Like I said, it's free to play, so you have no reason not to try it and not to test it out to see if you would like it or not. There's really no reason at all. I mean, I'm going to recommend it to my boy who I just built him a PC. It pretty much sucks that I built him a 3570K i5 quad core, a GTX 670, and yeah, it's an awesome rig. It's going to max everything. It's going to run everything nice and everything, and then you got people like Zaire that are coming out with rigs that are GTX Titans, and it kind of just makes you feel like crap about your rig, at least temporarily, because no offense, I mean, if you're building a PC, you're probably not going to match that. Even if you're upgrading, you're probably still not going to match that. Look at these chopping these dudes in half, slicing and dicing. Look at those particle effects. And I like how indie developers take use of Nvidia's technology in their GPUs and things of that nature, because although it's not something that's widely used, I mean, you're seeing it in Hawken, you're seeing it in PlanetSide, you're seeing it in Warframe, you're starting to see PhysX come across the gaming platforms, and you're starting to see it come across a lot of games. Now, how this is going to work for PlayStation 4, I'm not so sure, because they're AMD and everything, but hopefully PlayStation 4 and, you know, the Xbox 720, Xbox 3, the Durango, whatever you want to call it, will get it too, because I would like to have this feature used more, so more developers would get on board with it. Now, if you're a Wii U gamer, then let's be serious. Ooh, send them flying. your system probably isn't strong enough or powerful enough to run it, let alone you have an AMD solution that probably wasn't negotiable or designed or anything of that nature. Who really knows? But Batman Arkham City came out for the Wii U, didn't use it, so why should I expect anything else to use it? Damn, those particles are crazy. It's like a bunch of Skittles just flying across the screen that are glowing in the dark. Now, this game can get hard at times. I mean, I don't know, it seems easy a lot, but you can get overzealous like I'm here right now, and you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. You see at the top right, the blue health is your shield, and the red health is your health. Your shield will regenerate, your health will not. So the only way to replenish your health is to either use health kits or mods, or to basically find those red glowing orbs. When people are down and dead, you have to revive them, just like Gears of War before they bleed out. You can also purchase revive kits, so if somebody doesn't revive you, or you don't want to wait, you can just instantly revive yourself, and you can hold on to 4 of them at a time. How you take and partake upon missions, it's pretty much a solar system map. And you go into the solar system, you can click on Earth, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, whatever. I think you have to start out on Venus and unlock different areas and then different maps, but you click on those things and then basically you fly a ship over like you see in the beginning of this map, and you do a mission. Whether it's rescue, extraction, total annihilation, finding an artifact, whatever. There's a bunch of different missions that the game can give you, and then you unlock different areas and things of that nature. And then after that, you basically complete the mission, and basically on how you completed your mission, you earn points, cash, money, bonuses, items, and you can craft new weapons, new armor, new mods, and customizations, and things of that nature. So in essence, it is pretty much like a dungeon crawler third-person shooter where you're playing, and you're playing to get better items, better equipment, and better mods and things of that nature too, which I still don't really know how they work yet, but it's still early on and I'm learning. And once you finish your mission, you go to these little 4 drop pod things, you go in, it sends you back to the hub, and mission complete. So people, this is Warframe. You can download it for free on Steam. If you want to hit me up and play with it, hey, hit me up. I'll be down. Take it easy. Peace.